Hello everybody, and welcome back to another try at the stream. We're about ready to getting going, and I've got everything already good to go, and I have gotten all of our clearances. I've gotten everything ready to go. So appreciate you joining. Today we've got a fun flight. We are going to be heading over back to Phoenix, flying for the virtual airlines. We're in San Diego, and we are getting ready to push back. So we'll go ahead and get everything going. So we've got battery 1 on, we've got internal power. We're not going to do the APU fire test, so we'll go ahead and turn on the APU. So we'll go ahead and turn on our master switch, and we'll go ahead and start it. We'll go ahead and turn the strobes to auto. Nav and logo lights on. Leave everything else off. Go ahead and arm. Go ahead and turn on the seatbelt signs. And we'll go ahead and get fuel pumps turned on. Everything else looks good. So sorry about the technical difficulties yesterday. It's a little bit of a struggle, so all the new updates and everything, had to get the settings adjusted and get everything back to rolling. So alright, we'll wait for our GPU to become available. Once it's available, we'll go ahead and disconnect the power.
Ontario Tower, FedEx 3650 Heavy, it's okay if I exit in November.
FedEx 3650 Heavy, no problem. Time for departing via November, monitor ground. Good night.
Parking via November, monitor ground. FedEx 3650 Heavy, good night.
Getting a couple things buttoned up here and waiting for that APU to come on. And we were told to climb via the SID, so we're going to go ahead and get the SID pulled up here. And we're going to be departing runway 27, direct to Jetty. And go ahead and climb to
San Luis Tower,
6,000.
415 Charlie Alpha, holding short of 29er, ready for takeoff, via for departure to the east with Bravo.
November 41 Charlie Alpha, San Luis Tower, make a left downwind departure, runway 29er, quick for takeoff.
Left downwind 29er, quick for takeoff, 5 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, feel the APU is on. Let's go ahead and double check that. It is available, so we'll go ahead and disconnect that. And cockpit lights as required. Hydraulic yellow pump is on. And flaps, we'll go ahead and make sure that they're retracted, but we'll go ahead and set those to takeoffs. Ground spoilers, they are retracted. Probe window heat is set to auto. APU bleed is on. And aircon pack in 1 and 2. On and on. Temp selectors is set. The ADIRS position, IR 1, 2, and 3 are already in. Now emergency nav lights, they are armed. Fire test, we'll go ahead and do a fire test. We do have engine 2, engine 1, good. Strobe lights are set to auto. Altimeters are already set.
Departing via Charlie Foxtrot, remain this frequency, Skyhawk 2.
Weather said it was 2996. We're off by 1. We'll go ahead and get that set once and twice. MCDU is all set up. ATC we've already gotten, so let's go ahead and put that in. Squawk code is 1667. And that's all set up.
Approach,
Flight directors are on. ILS is off.
Sierra 11000 for 9,000.
Yeah, we're good. Check they are aligned.
November 510 Hotel Sierra, Santa Barbara approach.
Seatbelt signs. Alright, let's go ahead and get our pushback.
And lowest altimeter 2997, visual approach runway 29er.
29907, expect the visual of 29er. It's 510 Hotel Sierra.
For 510 Hotel Sierra, could we get the ILS 11 circle 29 if possible?
November 510 Hotel Sierra, clear at Crepe, cross Crepe better above 3000, clear ILS 11 approach, circle runway 29er.
Direct Crepe at or above 3000, clear for the ILS 11 circle 29, 510 Hotel Sierra.
Alright. And we'll go ahead and flip our beacon light on.
November 77
Beacon is on, tow truck is called, parking brake is released. Get that here in just a second.
Alpha, remain on this frequency, 77 Romeo Juliet.
Nice day out here in San Diego.
Montgomery Ground, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima, transient parking, taxi for north departure with information Lima.
Alright.
Cleared for push start. Please release parking brake. Parking brakes are released.
November 714 Whiskey Lima, Montgomery Ground, runway 28 right, taxi via
Engine
Hotel
2's
Alpha.
coming on.
Sequence.
28 right, taxi via Hotel Alpha, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima.
Probably get Bravo 1 to runway 27 for our taxi constructions. Alright, engine 1's coming up. Alright, engine 1 is stable. So we'll go ahead and turn, or engine 2 is stable, we'll go ahead and turn on engine 1.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brake set. Ground, you may disconnect. Okay, sir, clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight. Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Just waiting on engine 1 to come up. Do have my handy dandy checklist. Make sure we don't get lost and we don't hurt any passengers. And we'll go ahead and get ground as 123.9.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
We'll get this switched over. Alright. We are good. And we've got auto brake is on max. Ground spoilers are armed. And rudder trim is set to 0. Pitch trim is set as required. Good there. And we'll go ahead and check the flight controls. And flight controls are free and correct. Flaps are set to takeoff configuration. APU master, we'll go ahead and turn that off.
Montgomery Tower, experimental 714.
And we'll go ahead and turn our nav lights on.
20 right for north departure.
They're on. Flight anti-ice, we don't need nose light. We'll go ahead and set that to taxi.
Northbound departure approved, runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
Parking, and we'll go ahead and get taxi
North
clearance.
departure approved, clear for takeoff, runway 28 right, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima.
Alright. 123.9. And San Diego ground, American 625 is with you at Bravo 7, looking to taxi.
American 625, wind rate ground, squawk normal.
Alright, we're squawking 1667 for American 625.
American 625, thanks. Runway 27, taxi via Bravo.
Runway 27, taxi via Bravo, American 624.
November 510, Hotel Sierra, contact San Luis Tower.
Alright, we've been given our taxi clearance.
Over to Tower 0, Hotel Sierra.
And we are American 625. Sorry about that. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi.
San Luis Obispo Tower, November 510 Hotel Sierra, ILS 11.29.
November 510, Hotel Sierra, San Luis Tower, circle south, Field to the left downwind, runway 29, runway 29, clear to land.
Clear out to the left.
Circle south for the left downwind, 29, clear to land, 510 Hotel Sierra, thanks.
So 18.3, we'll go ahead and put in tower. Alright, we've got tower done. Weather radar is already on. Terrain we don't have. Brake temperature check, we're good there. We don't need the brake fans. TCAS we're on. And landing lights. And we'll be good, set to go. Just need to get lights, camera action. We'll be well on our way. As always, when you're watching these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so whenever you know, whenever we're going live again, so you don't miss out. If you have any questions, or feel free to post them in the chat. Pretty self-explanatory on the taxi, pretty simple enough. So we'll go ahead and pull up the plate here. So we're going to be basically direct off the runway to jetty. Once we hit jetty, we'll start our left turn to Zio. And we'll go ahead and flip over to tower. And 119.6 is going to be our alright. And get our taxi or runway lights on. Landing lights, runway lights. And go through one last check of the checklist, make sure we didn't forget anything. Landing lights, nose light, yep, runway turn off, yep, taxi clearance, we're good to go, alright. And San Diego Tower, American 625 is holding short of runway 27, ready for departure.
American 625, Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27, American 625. Alright, we've been given the taxi clearance.
Montgomery, Palomar Tower, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima is 10 miles south at 4500, inbound to land with information Mike.
November 714 Whiskey Lima, Palomar Tower, enter left downwind runway 24, report midfield.
And we are approaching runway 7.
Left downwind runway 24, report midfield, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima.
Got about 9,000 feet of runway for here, which is plenty for us today, as heavy as we are. Alright, we are lined up at the runway. Go ahead and hold the brakes. Up to 50%. Everything looks good, statuses are clear. All calls, chrono, and takeoff power set. Enjoy the takeoff, guys. Positive brake gear coming up.
American 625, contact departure.
Over to departure, American 625. We'll go over to departure. And departure, American 625 is with you, climbing through 2000, climbing via the SID.
American 625, SoCal departure, radar contact.
Alright. Flying this heading all the way up to flight level 230. Once we get to Zoo, then we can climb higher. And we've got her in the climb detent. And we'll go through our after takeoff checklist. Positive brake gears up. Ground spoilers, we can go ahead and disarm those. And autopilot, we got that on. Thrust drivers are back to climb, and flaps are retracted. And anti-ice we don't need. Altimeters are checked. We still are below 10,000 feet. And we'll go ahead and get landing lights off once we get through 10,000 feet. Coming up on jetty. And there's jetty. We should start our left turn. There's our left turn. Autopilot captured it, which is good.
Las Vegas clearance, good evening. November 557 Sierra Charlie is type Kodiak 100, slant golf, will park signature with Oscar. Request via for departure to the south with the flight following to Ontario at 10,500.
November 557 Sierra Charlie, Las Vegas clearance, clear on the Las Vegas class level airspace. On departure, fly heading 240, maintain VFR at or below 7,000. Departure frequency 125 and squawk.
Nice view out there, downtown San Diego.
November 557 Sierra Charlie is
And we're through 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and turn off our landing lights, turn off our nose light, runway lights coming off.
November 557 Sierra Charlie, clock 5, correction clock 3122.
Correction, clock 3122, November 557 Sierra Charlie.
November 557 Sierra Charlie, is that correct?
Palomar Tower, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima, approaching left base, runway 24.
Level 713, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, experimental 714 Whiskey Lima.
November 510 Hotel Sierra, taxi to parking via outside, remain this frequency.
Parking via Alpha with you, Hotel Sierra, thanks.
American 625, contact Los Angeles now 124.62.
124.62, American 625. 124.62. And NorCal Center, the American 625 is with you, climbing through 14,500 for flight level 230 via the SID.
American 625, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 370.
Climb and maintain flight level 370 for American 625. And we can go ahead and go on up to our cruising altitude, alright? That was quick. We are not quite through 18,000 feet yet. We're still at about 15,000. Heading out, look at that beautiful view down there. We passed through right over top of downtown San Diego. Well, we are well on our way. Hope everybody's enjoying the ride. So far, so good.
November 714 with Lima taxi to parking via Alpha, remain this frequency.
So for this flight, my goal is to have a solid landing. A nice, good landing. Kind of grease it in. We haven't had one of those in a little while. We haven't had one of those on stream, so. It's always nice to have one of those. There's our 18,000 feet. We'll go ahead and switch over to standard. And everything's all set. Go ahead and check cabin pressurization. Cabin pressure's good. Cabin altitude sounds like we're at 2,550 feet. Packs are good. Packs 1 and 2 are on. All right. We are on our way to Grinder. After Grinder, then we'll have Blues. And we'll go ahead and get set up. I already know that ATIS over there is 127575. Once we get a little bit closer, we'll go ahead and grab that ATIS. Alright, we're on our way to Blues, climbing out through flight level 220,
557. November 557 Sierra Charlie, Las Vegas Grand, only one left taxi via Hotel Bravo.
So now that we're well on our way, get some music going here. Maybe.
November 510 Hotel Sierra San Luis Grand, clear to San Carlos Airport by the Crate 2 departure, SAM's transition denied file, maintain 4000, departure 124.15, clock 3756. Number 0 Hotel Sierra Crate 3 departure, RAM transition, maintain 4000, expect 16,010 minutes after departure, clock 3757. Get back here. November 557 Sierra Charlie, Las Vegas Tower, only one left to Bravo, clear to take off.
Sorry, did I miss that? Was that for American 625?
Negative, nothing for you.
He said negative, nothing for you. So we're on our way to Imperial. Go ahead and get rid of that. Let's go ahead and show our plate. And let's try and see if we can't listen in on 127.575 airports. Let's go double check Phoenix. And Phoenix ATIS is 127.575. Yep. Alright, we probably are too far out. Yeah.
Negative, the military areas at the medical. I'm sorry, what's the question? What is the question?
Alright, we're starting to come into be able to hear ATIS, so we'll be able to pick it up here shortly. Probably in the next 20 miles.
Negative, we don't simulate that service.
And we can go ahead and check our destination out, arrival. I think we did ILS 26.
Southwest 7 Kilo Charlie, outside of departure radar contact, resume on navigation, maintain appropriate VFR altitude.
All runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Victor. Phoenix, Harbor International Airport. Wait this information, Victor. 02510. Wind 230 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 150.
110,
2000 program. Temperature 17. Dew point -2. Altimeter 299 Arriving runway 7 right. 8. Departing runway 7 left. 8. Visual approaches in use.
Alright.
ILS runway 7 right and ILS runway 8 approach in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runway use. VFR depart.
We do have information, Victor, and this sounds like they're landing runway 8, so we will go ahead and set up for that. So we're going to go to flight plan, go to our arrival, and we're going to switch it to ILS 8, and we're still going to do the Hydra 1 arrival, no VIAs, and transitions is going to be hogs. And we're going to insert that. And so now we're direct hogs. And let's go ahead and go to procedures and arrival. It's the Hydra 1, the hogs transition for ILS 8. Add to route. And let's go ahead and show that plate so we can start our descent plane in that. Hogs, we need to be at Judith at 280, 25,000, flight level 250, good. And then Arc Dam, got to be underneath flight level 220, which we're good there. And then at Hyder, we got to be at 15,000. And 265 and
29 clear
for takeoff, 510 Hotel Sierra.
then after that, after Hyder, we've got Jella. Hyder's Jella 250 14,000. We need to be 250 11,000. Then points, we just need to be 10,230 knots. Then Tayek, 8,210.
November 0 Hotel Sierra, contact departure.
Over to departure 510 Hotel Sierra. Departure, good evening, November 510 Hotel Sierra, 2000, 4000, press 3.
QNH is 2990.
510 Hotel Sierra, departure, contact on the maintain 8000.
8000, 510 Hotel Sierra.
Temperature is 17. Winds are 230 at 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, all special flight safety captain speaking. We just reached a few
American 625, cross Holland, at level 250.
Keep your feet elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley carts shortly. Also, one more reminder to please...
American 625, cross Holland, at flight level 250. American 625, LA.
Yeah, American 625 will cross Hogs at flight level 250.
Thank you. November 510 Hotel Sierra, contact local now 128.7.
128.7, 510 Hotel Sierra.
So we'll go ahead and set this down to 250. And we'll put it into manage mode. And we'll go ahead and start our descent on down. And we'll continue on with what we were doing.
17 right view, Mike 10, flex at 349.
So
We're
we need
a
to
minute
be
at the end of the runway there, just to run the numbers again.
And so let's go back to our
American 625, contact Albuquerque Center 128.45.
contact Albuquerque Center 128.45, American 625. 128.
6000, 510 Hotel Sierra.
128.45. And Albuquerque Center, American 625 is with you. Going to be descending to Hogs at flight level 250.
American 625, Albuquerque Center. Phoenix altimeter 2990. Landing runway 8. Descend via Hider 1 arrival. Again, runway 8 transition.
Alright, American 625, we've got 2990, and we will descend via the Hider 1 arrival with transition for runway 8, American 625. Alright, so we've got all that done. And let's get back to our arrival. So at Tesla, we need to be at 7,000, we've got that. Volga will be at 6,000. Yep, that's all correct. Then Kagor at 5,000. And then we're going to be Jamil at 4,000. Then what's up? Alright. What's up? We need to be at 3,000. So we'll get that all set up in there. And then after Hogs, we can go ahead and descend down to, we've already got ATIS, so alright, we've got everything set up inside of the FMS, ready for our arrival into Phoenix. Starting to get a nice little dusk outside, so descent, fasten seatbelt signs are on, anti-ice we don't need. MCDU, let's go ahead and go back to our performance tab, and we'll go to our approach, and our minimums for this is going to be 1368 on our barrow, and we've got all that, so we're going to fly this at 127 on touchdown. Alright. just letting it all come on down. Kind of show you guys the iPad of what I use over here, so you guys can kind of see that. It's the iPad that I've been using, and this is 4 flights, and you can go ahead and pull up all of your plates. You guys can kind of see that. It's all on there, and then it also tracks the flight, so it's a little bit easier to read when you have an iPad. It's what I use inside the real life aircraft whenever we're flying, so get used to using it in the simulator. You can hear them engines kicking back in, can't you? There's flight level 250. The next one's going to be 220. So we'll go ahead and set that down. Manage that.
Okay, do you want to take over approach to 135.3?
Cap 2021, thank you. Left my airspace. Where are you in relationship to the airport?
Okay, I am
start getting
west of the airport at
things turned up here as far as displays, so when we get there, everything's not black.
I have 2021, so sounds like you should be with Salt Lake Center. Try Salt Lake Center on 133.4.
Okay, center at 1334, Cat 2021.
Bridge approach, Cherokee 9461 Charlie. I had a Dane as my initial vector fixed. Did you want me to go to a Dane from Black Forest?
Alright, we've got everything turned up so we can be able to see.
961 Charlie, clear direct to Lofty.
Clear direct Lofty, 9461 Charlie.
Hey, Billings-Tower, Cat 2021.
Cat 2021, Billings-Tower.
Okay, so I'm actually inbound to Billings, a full stop, if that makes a difference.
I can't guarantee the comms. You're coming in with a lot of static. You said you're more than 70 miles out. You're even outside of the approach airspace. So go ahead and try to contact Salt Lake Center. If you make contact with them, they'll be able to bring you in.
Okay, copy that. Salt Lake Center, Cat 2021.
So let's go ahead and check our fuel on board. As we start our descent, we're going to have plenty of fuel just in case we do need to go mist and go to our alternate. So we are good there. That's what we like to see. Nice view out the window.
Salt Lake Center, Cat 2021.
Fly like we'd be flying in the first officer.
Okay, inbound to Billings Airport. I am at 13.5. Distance from Billings is 65 miles.
Captain 21, Squawk 1373.
We want to be the boss, man.
Okay, did you say 1378?
Cap 2021, they'll number be at 819 and squawk code 1373.
Okay, 1373, Cap 2021.
Beautiful night outside. Got a nice 50-knot tailwind pushing us along. And we've got Phoenix out in there in the distance.
Northeast of Livingston, DOR. And Livingston altimeter 3036. Maintain appropriate vehicle
right out there.
You're going to be remaining at 13,500.
Okay, Cat 2020, that is affirmative. And can you tell me the barometric pressure again?
3036 for Livingston.
3036, Cat 2020.
Denver Tower, flight start 349, holding short 17 right at Mike 10 for departure.
Foxtrot 349, Denver Tower.
Phoenix approach is going to be 12865.
Clear for takeoff, 17 right, flight start 349.
We've got that set up, so we're ready for that when she hands us off. Go on down to 15,000 as we cross here Rock Dam. And we'll be going down through standard, so 2990 I believe is what it was. Let's grab that. Yeah, 2990. Once, twice.
Foxtrot 349, contact departure.
Over to departure, flight start 349.
And we'll probably be able to go on down to 11,000. So we'll cross, we've got about 6 miles for Hyder. And we need to be at 15,000. So.
Flight start 349, climbing through 8,000.
Foxtrot 349, Denver departure, radar contact. On via SID.
Climb via the SID, flight start 349.
Cherokee 61, Charlie, contact Denver approach 126.1.
So I'm just helping the descent right here so we can get to the 15,000 like we're supposed to, because we're already a little high. So I'm just pulling back speed brake to slow us down, so it'll descend at a little bit faster rate.
24.32, Walker 5604.
So we're supposed to be at 15,000 here, and we're descending down through 17,000. So, and QNH. That's what it is.
461 Charlie, contact Denver approach 126.1.
Center Walker 1574, flight level 240.
Walker 1574, Albuquerque Center, Santa Fe, altimeter 3019er, descent of cost discretion, maintain 13,000.
Okay, copy the altimeter and then send to maintain flight level, or 13,000 at pilot discretion, Walker Mission Airport.
And we got Phoenix right out here to our 11 o'clock.
Air 461 Charlie, Denver approach, Denver altimeter 3019er, landing runway 17 right. Cap 2021, contact Billings approach 120.5.
Cap 21, repeat that frequency again.
Cap 2021 to 120.5.
Okay, 120.5, Cap 2021.
For 510 Hotel Sierra, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
121.3, 510 Hotel Sierra.
American 625, contact Albuquerque, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
128.65, American 625, thanks. And Phoenix approach, American 625 is with you, descending through 13,000 for 11,000 at punt. And we'll go ahead and get tower set up. Tower's going to be 118.7.
American 625, Phoenix approach, Phoenix altimeter 29990. Expect visual approach runway 8.
We'll expect the visual for runway 8 and 29990, American 625, thanks.
NorCal approach, good evening, citation November 510 Hotel Sierra 16,000.
510 Hotel Sierra, NorCal approach Monterey, altimeter 3004, descent of cost discretion, maintain 8,000.
04 down to 8,000, 510 Hotel Sierra.
And we're coming up on punt. We've got about 4 miles.
2021.
And we'll be under the 230 knots that it's asking us to be at.
Cap 2021, Billings approach, Billings altimeter 3028, advise shelf
We'll go flaps 1. Oh wait, no, we can't go flaps 1. My fault.
Okay, 3028, and yes, I have to release hotel for...
Rolling down to 8. Put it back into manage mode.
1574, do you have approach request in Santa Fe?
And we are at that 230 knots. And we can continue on down to 8,000.
Walker 1574, you're cleared direct Santa Fe, cross Santa Fe 13,000 or above, cleared RNAV runway 15 approach.
So that's flaps 1, we can go at 230.
Walker 1574, cancel approach clearance, to maintain 13,000, and where do you want to start the approach for the RNAV runway 2?
So we'll go ahead and turn on all of our lights. And seatbelt signs are on, so guys, we're good there. Auto brake, we'll go ahead and set that to low. Terrain, landing lights are on, nose light is on takeoff. MCDU phase, or as an approach phase.
Walker 1574, you are over Nelgi now.
Ground spoilers, we'll go ahead and arm those.
Approach and report at Woes. American 625, join the runway 8 localizer, Phoenix Airport, slightly ready, your 12 o'clock, 26 miles, let me know when you're, have it in sight or establish final.
Alright, we'll establish on the run ILS 08 for American 625, and we'll notify you once we get established. And we'll go ahead and go down to 4,000, we'll manage.
Turkey 61 Charlie, turn left heading 330.
Left heading 330, 61 Charlie.
And we'll go ahead and put in 1 notch of flaps. And we'll go ahead and turn on our landing systems. And we'll arm the localizer.
Shell 249, contact Denver Center 133.67.
Center on 133.67, Foxtrot 349.
And WASUP is going to be our final approach fix. And I've got Scottsdale in sight out there. I believe I've got the runway out here in sight.
Foxtrot 349, Denver Center, common maintain set level 320.
Yep, I believe I've got the runway in sight.
Cap 2021, Billings Airport, 12 o'clock and 18 miles, contact Billings Tower.
Okay, contact Billings Tower at Cap 2021.
And we'll go temporary direct.
Billings Tower, Cap 2021.
We will go ahead and arm the approach.
Cap 2021, Billings Tower.
Okay, I'm 12 miles west of the location, like 28 right, if I could.
Cap 2021, reporting to the left downwind runway 28 right.
Alright, good. Next notch of flaps.
For 28 right. Cap 2021.
And we need to be at WASUP at 3,000.
Thank you, no traffic is everything you in Santa Fe. Report after cancellation of this bridge over in the frequency. You're on the ground 122.2. Change the weather frequency approved.
And American 625, we're not established yet, but we do have airport in sight for runway 8 for American 625.
American 625, thank you. Clearance approach runway 8, 5 mile final, contact Phoenix Tower.
On a 5 mile final, we'll contact Phoenix Tower and cleared for the ILS 08 approach American 625. Alright, speed looks good. Go ahead and go next notch of flaps.
Charlie, expect central approach runway 17 right.
Okay, I take the ILS 17 right if possible. 61 Charlie.
Air 61 Charlie, expect factors ILS runway 17 right approach.
17 right approach, full expect. 9461 Charlie.
Is your hotel TRD of approach request into San Carlos?
So we're just waiting on the altitude and glide slope and the localizer to come in. Localizer's just off to our left, about a half a mile, slowly starting to come in.
00 Hotel Sierra, clear track Rapid, cross Rapid at 6,000 or above, cleared on as runway 30 approach.
Stop it out or above, I believe you said 6,000, cleared for the RNAV Zulu 30 to San Carlos, 510 Hotel Sierra.
And here comes the ILS.
Hotel Sierra, 6,000 or above.
6,000 or above, 0 Hotel Sierra.
2,500.
Coming up on our 3,000 in about 3 nautical miles. There's the ILS is captured. And there's our 3,000. Gear down. An approach American 625 is established on the ILS and getting ready to switch over to tower. And tower is 118.7.
Yeah, Denver approach 9461 Charlie's having some
ground is going to be 119.75.
Like lower altitude, please.
119. 75.
It's 7,000, 91 Charlie.
And Phoenix Tower, American 625 is on the ILS 08. And glide slope is captured. We're following it down. One 9.75. We've got that. Let's get our checklist. Flaps are full. And all right, we are at approach speed. Brakes are on. We got 3 green. Flaps are full. Sprue brakes are armed. We are ready. And 118.7. And Phoenix Tower, American 625 is with you on the ILS 08, just inside Waza.
American 625, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, American 625, appreciate it.
Cap 2021, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Alright,
we've right, Cap 21, clear to land.
Following our localizers, we got 2 little magenta dots. This is our vertical guidance, and this is our localizer guidance, or our lateral guidance. 1,000 to go. Just passing over downtown. Give you a good look at that as we come on through. And our minimums are going to be 1368. Looking for that before we go miss, but we've got it visual, so we're good. We'll be able to continue on.
Lecture 349, Denver Center. Thank you. Descender passes.
Go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. And disconnect the auto throttles.
400.
Lecture 349, Denver Center. Climb and maintain flight level. Correction. Descend apparatus discretion. Maintain flight level 240 and report.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
And welcome to Phoenix, everybody. That was a pretty crappy landing.
Albuquerque Center, walk 1574 is on the ground. I had San Fe, cancel that fire.
Walker 1574, for cancellation of Houston. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks.
All right. After landing, landing lights are off.
Tower Cat 220, exit at taxiway Bravo.
Cat 2021, taxi to parking at Alpha Juliet. If you need it, monitor ground. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, Alpha Juliet. Have a good night. Thank you. Cat 2021.
American 625, taxi terminal via Charlie, monitor ground. Have a great night.
All right, taxi via Charlie, monitor ground for American 625. You as well. Thanks.
510
Go ahead and start our APU.
Approach 135.6.
3565, 510 Hotel Sierra.
We're taxiing to straight ahead, so we'll go ahead and turn off our taxi light. And all that stuff can stay on. We're good there.
NorCal approach. Hello, citation November 510 Hotel
All right,
Sierra.
let's taxi on into the ramp. Looks like it's pretty empty here, so fine with that.
510 Hotel Sierra NorCal approach San Francisco altimeter 3004.
We'll just take this
040 Hotel Sierra.
Take this terminal right here. And nailed it. Go ahead and turn parking brake on. Tracked LS. This should have been done after takeoff or after landing, but it's alright. And we'll go ahead and shut off engine 2. This one. And we'll go ahead and end our flight. Well, I appreciate everybody joining along, and we will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.